The moment those words left her mouth, my entire world froze. I remember standing in the kitchen, a cup of coffee trembling in my hands, while her shaky voice tore through everything I thought I knew about our marriage. "I'm pregnant," she said quietly, her eyes fixed on the floor. "But it might not be yours." Those words echoed in my mind, over and over, each repetition cutting deeper than the last. For a few seconds, I couldn't even breathe. We'd been married 7 years, years filled with hardship, lost jobs, and family battles. Yet through it all, I believed our bond was unbreakable. I worked myself to exhaustion trying to give her comfort, stability, and pride in the life we'd built together. But at that moment, staring at her, I realized I didn't recognize the woman standing before me. She wasn't crying. Maybe she expected me to shout, throw something, or beg. But I didn't. I just looked at her in silence, waiting. She started talking, tripping over her own words, saying she never meant for this to happen, that it was a mistake, that she didn't want to hurt me. Each excuse sliced deeper, each justification another wound. My hands were trembling, but I refused to show it. My voice came out low and steady. "Who?" That single word seemed to paralyze her. She dropped her gaze and whispered a name I knew too well, a name I once trusted. My best friend, the same man who'd eaten dinner at our table, laughed with us, and asked me for relationship advice. The realization hit like a blade. Suddenly, every odd moment made sense. The secret calls, the group plans I was invited to, the distance in her tone whenever I asked too much. The betrayal wasn't just hers. It was his too. I wanted to explode, to smash something, to make the pain tangible. But instead, I walked to the window and stared out at the gray, rain-soaked sky. The drizzle turned into a downpour, blurring everything outside, matching the storm inside me. She called my name, voice trembling. "Please, say something." I turned back to her, my words steady but hollow. "You've destroyed everything I built for us." She stepped closer, tears now streaming, begging for a chance to fix things. "I don't want to lose you. I don't even know whose baby it is. But we can make this work," she cried. I let out a bitter laugh, not out of humor, but disbelief. "Fix things?" I said softly. "Tell me, how you fixed something you shattered yourself." The silence that followed was unbearable. She collapsed to the floor, whispering, "I'm sorry," over and over like a prayer. A part of me wanted to believe her, to reach out, to forgive. I still remembered the woman who used to wait by the door when I came home. But love, I realized, doesn't stay blind forever. Forgiving her wouldn't heal me. It would only chain me to her betrayal. That night, I packed a small bag. She followed me from room to room, sobbing, promising she'd do anything, saying we could raise the baby together. But I couldn't stay. I told her I needed time to think, though deep down I already knew. I was leaving for good. When I stepped outside, the rain poured harder, drenching me as if the sky itself shared my grief. The next few days blurred together. Friends called, my mother worried, and my so-called best friend vanished from sight. Until one morning, a message came. "I'm sorry." I didn't reply. There was nothing left to say. The two people I trusted most had shattered the only thing that gave my life meaning. Weeks passed. She reached out again and again, claiming the baby was mine, saying she'd taken a test, begging me to come back. I ignored every call, until one night, she showed up at my door. Tears streaked her face as she handed me the paternity results, her hands shaking. The child was mine. For a moment, my heart softened, until her voice replayed in my head. "It might not be yours." That single sentence had already poisoned everything between us. She looked at me, desperate. "What are you going to do?" I met her gaze and answered quietly, "I'll take responsibility for the child, but not for your choices." That broke her. She fell apart right there, sobbing harder than I'd ever seen. I didn't feel victorious. I didn't even feel angry anymore. Just hollow. That's when I understood. Forgiveness isn't for the one who betrayed you. It's for yourself. It's the only way to let go. So I looked at her and said, "I forgive you." Her eyes lit up, hope flickering like a dying flame. But before she could speak, I added, but we're done. Those words hit harder than any anger could. She cried quietly, realized it was truly over. Not because of hate, but because love can't live where trust has died. She left without another word. I closed the door behind her and didn't look back. Years have passed since that day. Sometimes I still think about it, but there's no bitterness left. I've learned that betrayal doesn't define who you are. Your reaction to it does. And mine was simple. I chose peace over pain, truth over illusion, and silence over chaos. That's what truly broke her. Not my anger, but my calm goodbye.